In one of my previous video, I had shown how to instrument an existing Java application with AWS X-ray Analytics. In this video, we are going to do the same using a Cloudformation template. So we don't have any manual work apart from the key pair. So as you can see, this is the configuration for VPC, this is subnet, this is instance, and within the instance there is a key name. This is a key pair that I have already created. So this one I created externally, and the same thing I'm using that will be used to do the SSH. Other than that, everything else is getting prepared using this template only. So no other settings are required apart from the key value pair. Now this is the user data for the ec2 instance, and let me decode it. This is base 64, so let me decode it and show what it contains. Paste it in a file. So I'm pasting this base 64 value in a file, and I will decode this. So base 64 -d for decode, and the file name test.txt. So this is the content. So the first I am exporting a variable wd, which is pointing to this path home/user. Then I'm installing this xray daemon. This one we did in the last video also. In the user data here I have just modified it to make the size of this script smaller. I'm using variables. So this wd I'm accessing here. So this whole path is /home/ec2user /xray.rpm. Similarly, I'm installing jdk using this one, and doing an update, installing git, and this all are for installing maven till it's mixed actually. So here I'm setting one more path where my git repo will be there. So the sample rest app instrumented with xray, and this is my git repository that we will be cloning to this path, the path that we are configuring here. Then this is the step for installing maven. So from this wget till install apache maven, this is installing maven. Then I'm doing cd to that directory where the application is getting cloned. Maven install and java-jar, the jar file. This is in the target directory. So from target directory I'm running that jar file. So this is about the user data part. Then okay, I think I can explain it while the Cloudformation template is getting created, because that takes time. So let me create that first. We'll go through this one again. So I'm copying it to create stack in Cloudformation. We'll choose create template in designer so that we'll be able to see how it looks. Here we'll switch to the template tab and Control A, Control V, and refresh it. So these are the components that we are configuring using this Cloudformation template. We have the ec2 instance, and this root, public root, internet gateway, ACL, role1. This is the instance profile. Okay. VPC, security group, these are there. So let me create it. This is the button to create stack. Here we'll okay, so Echuma! 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 Okay, so I have logged into my through the ec2 instance, and here if we refresh it now, it is still initializing. But even if this initialization says that it is done, our startup script that we have provided with this many steps will still be running, because one of the most time consuming step here is the Maven install, because it downloads all the dependencies and it takes time. So let me show you. There is a file where the startup script logs are. So see, 2 out of 2 checks are passed, but even now if we go, if I go to cd where log do an ls, here only you can see both the logs. This is your startup script log, cloud init output.log, and this is your xray related logs. Let me and this one. So no, at this point, although we have done ssh, but these are not any manual work, because Cloudformation template is still running. We just have to wait. We need not do an ssh to start the application. It will happen on its own. Just to show that it is still running, I have done the ssh to it. So let me do a tail f to this file. tailf. So see, at this point it is downloading the dependencies from Maven. So Maven is mvn install command is still running. Once that will be done, it will run the Java application, the Java application. Then we will be able to see in the xray console. Meanwhile, we can just open xray console and see nothing is there for now in last 5-10 minutes data. Xray. At this point there is no data. Even if we take last 30 minutes, last 1 hour, last 3 hours, last 6 hours, till 6 hours, we don't have any data yet. So once the application start, we'll hit some of the requests and we should see some data. Still running, so I will pause the video and we'll resume once it is done. Okay, so it is done. This is the application is running. Build was success. So let me do a control C, or let me keep this tailf on the file, so we'll see any other logs while calling the API. So we have our host. Let me copy that. This is our host. We'll go to that one, and port is 8080 as API push or code 200. So this was one of the API that we had created. Went something wrong. Control B. So this is our host 8080 as API code 200. So this is the response coming from our application. Then keep on hitting it buttons. I think it will be showing up in the one side by side. Keep it here and move this little bit here. If I hit it again, you can see the log is getting updated. And since this is let me try some other error codes. So 200 and 500, then 400, also let me try the version 2 of this one. This is API slash v2. This is v2 of the application. Let me provide some other error code. 500, then 200. Okay, so then let me refresh this. As you can see, now we are seeing the data. This is our this, and this is our traces. We'll go to analyze trace. These are latency graphs. These are the APIs that are called. Class API. Class V1 is still not captured. So refresh. Not yet showing. Let me hit it few more times. Class V2 is there. Yeah, so now we are able to see. These are some of the past count. This xray amount sends for the data in batches. It waits for a certain number of data, then only it sends to the console. That's why we saw some delay. So this is a total 4 count. This is 10 as API. And this is the icon. This was just called once. This browser caches this icon file. That's why this request was never made again. And this is the user agent. Only one user agent we are using because we are calling this API only from the browser. So let me show you one more thing. If I copy this one, do a curl to hit this, you will be able to see some other user agent also. Clear this out. Curl. I'm hitting the API from here. So V2. We try error codes like 400, 500. Let me try the regular version, not the V2. Okay, I think we should have enough data with some other user agent. So let me refresh it now. I think we have to wait, or since we are not passing any user agent, so I'm not sure whether it will be captured. Maybe we will have to see how to pass user agent using curl command. Okay, yeah, looks like see it is there. Curl is sending this user agent, curl slash 7.88.1. Maybe this is the version of the curl, and 28 requests were sent using curl, and 18 was sent using browser. So these also we will be able to see from which client and how many requests are coming. Those details we can see. These are all the details. Click on any of these. And it allows us to run query. I think this one we had already seen in the last video. We can keep status dot http dot status, or some variables are there. We can get help from here. Samples are there. Response time we can give. Yeah, and one more thing, this Cloudformation template that I showed, this I will be putting in my Git repo. Open. This is the Git repo. Load file. Drag drop. So in the home of this application, REST application, Cloudformation.json will be there. I'll be adding the link to this repo in the description of the video. So that's it. I'm stopping the video now. Okay, one more thing before we stop. We can delete the stack and it will delete all the resources that were created. All VPCs, role, instance, everything will get deleted. You have to select the stack and delete. And is in progress. So if we try to hit this request now, not be reachable, and even this instance will not respond. Here if we refresh, delete is in progress, it is in progress, and finally it will be deleted. So that's it.